Welcome. Today I'm going to be painting a simple grass hut. This is my approach. I've never painted this particular subject before, so I thought I'd give it a try. I decided to press record and cross our fingers, see what happens. So right now I'm doing a super rough scribble sketch of what I want to paint, keeping it loose, starting to apply my initial wash for the sky. This came out much darker than I thought, but I know that it'll dry a lot lighter, so I'm not really worried about it. This stage I'm applying a light value across the whole painting. This must be left very light. This will eventually be my lights and the color once I put down my darker values. The important thing is not to be too dark with your colors at this point. And I'm being very confident with my brush strokes. I like to leave a lot of the white specks behind. I think it breaks up the colors a lot. Now I'm starting to put the shadows in here. This is where it really starts to come alive, I think, with the painting. That's when you start doing your shadow pass. I think the important thing is with shadows is not to put the same color throughout the whole thing, because especially with dark values in watercolor, it can really dull out. Being really confident with my line. The more confident you can be with watercolor, the better. It just doesn't, it takes practice, I think. It's really hard just to put the brush stroke down. It does take practice. You just have to go for it and not be scared. I think watercolor really shows fear with your brush strokes especially. You can tell when someone's really timid with their watercolor by their brush strokes. You can tell when they're overworked. I'd rather put it down, make a big mistake, and just move on. You know, whatever, it's a sketch. It's all about learning anyways, right? So I was doing a really basic tree, letting gravity do its thing with watercolor, I think is the most important thing. If you start to control it, you're going to lose. Now I'm just putting a dark value behind the hut to accent the edge of the roof itself, adding some more shadows from the hut. As you can see, the shadow is there on the side of the wall. There's different colors in there. I think it's important. It breaks it up a little bit, makes it more interesting. As for reflections, my experience is less is more with these things. Just suggest, you know, leaving the little white specks of the paper, the roughness of the paper. It does wonders for water. So we're almost done here. This whole painting took roughly 17 minutes real time. I sped this up, I think, 4 times as fast. I'm using my handy dandy little dagger brush here for these sharp lines. It's like the best thing ever. Holds a lot of paint. It's really great. So this here, going back and adding some birds, accenting the little dark edges. Just pops everything out. Using my hairdryer, highly recommend a hairdryer if you're working indoors. Speeds up the process so much. And as you can see, the colors definitely lighten up in value. Watercolors always lighten up, so take that into account when you're painting. Using my gel brush here to just add some little accent highlights. You can overdo this quite a bit, so just, you know, be minimal with it here and there. It does so much. So yeah, this was a fun little painting. Putting my signature down and going to be taking the tape off to see the border, which is the best part. I hope everybody enjoyed. Doesn't matter what you paint. If you follow the same rules, it always works. So I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.